the next fight, we have Leonhardt against Crank Gameplays, Ethan.
So it's our boy.
Yeah, it's
our boy.
I call it the Pokemon card collector versus the chaotic kid.
Okay, the chaotic man.
Chaotic man.
All right. So obviously my money's on Ethan. Doesn't even matter. I'm ride or die on Ethan. But let's analyze this from a specific way because I know Leonhardt has boxing background.
Leonhardt is strong.
He's strong.
He did American Ninja Warrior once, and he did pretty well of what I saw. He's got great upper body strength. I don't know if he has the killer mentality, and I did meet him for lunch and got a little inside scoop that he hadn't taken many hits to the face, and then I watched the video where he finally did get hit in the face by his trainer, and he didn't lean in. He kind of shied away. He seemed a little bit shaken, which can happen the first time, so I don't know how much he'll be able to lean into the hits when he gets hit.
Yeah, because there's a difference between training for boxing for fitness and training for boxing for fighting. And that is a big, significant factor. And I know how hard Ethan has been taking his training. He has been training incredibly seriously for a very long time, like incredibly seriously. And so he's progressed a very long way. Obviously, like life, occurs and, you can't train every day. But I know how much he takes it seriously. I don't know Leonhardt personally. I don't think I might have met him at one point. I apologize if I haven't, but or I have and I forget. But when it comes down to Ethan, I know he's tough. That's one thing. He comes from a gymnast background.
Yep.
So he's used to putting in the hours and he's used to being athletic, doing a lot of work, having good energy recovery. I know he has more endurance than me when he's not sick. Not six. Sick. Because it was we did a fitness test in Unisonus and he was sick and he ran a 11-minute mile and I ran an 8 and some change. But he got pepper sprayed in the face just the same as me. He can take pain. And I know that's oh yeah, you get pepper sprayed, but he did it and he walked away from it. He ate like a bug that I don't think even I would have eaten. So I know he's tough and I know he's willing to go the distance. But yeah, it is that unknown factor. When you're in a fight, and you're punching someone in the face, are you able to, and getting punched in the face, more importantly, are you able to just put everything aside and unleash, really go at it? Because I know he's athletic. He's got an age gap. I don't know. How old is Leonhardt?
Leonhardt's 36.
Okay, so there's a 10-year jump. Leonhardt, again, you can be in great shape, above 30, but compared, I'm 33. I know that if I was going up against my 23-year-old me, that 10-year difference, I may be stronger than 23-year-old me, but I'm not outrunning 23-year-old me. I know that. Well, okay, 23-year-old me wasn't a runner, so I didn't like running. But if I was in the same shape now and then, I know that 23-year-old me is going to outperform me. Just like Tyler, you versus 23-year-old you. I don't know. Wait, how old were you when you outside of the surgery?
I was 20 when I had my transplant, but 23-year-old me would have been, oh God. If I went against 25-year-old me when I first moved out here to LA, when I was in Ninja Warrior shape.
Yeah. Exactly. I wouldn't want to face 10 years ago me in a fight. So that is a factor. And I know he's tough. I know he's capable. I know he's strong. He's put on a lot of muscle. I know that he's been getting his mind in the right place. I know he's been punching in the face, getting punched in the face. He's been working on those, the new experiences of it and the realities of a fight. And I know his trainer takes it seriously. Yeah. I don't know a lot about Leonhardt, and I know it's a very even match, and it could go one way or another. One punch in the wrong spot and the fight totally changes. But obviously my money's on Ethan.
Yeah, Leonhardt 100%. Has a reach advantage and a little bit of a size advantage. I think he's going to weigh in on the higher end of the weight than Ethan is. But Ethan, being a former gymnast, and this was the biggest thing that really brought me over, was the amount of focus you have to be a gymnast, the dedication, the flexibility, everything involved in that. Ethan is insanely athletic. And when he chooses and sets his mind to something like he has with boxing that I've seen in there, he will dominate whatever that is. I fully expect Ethan to be the more spry fighter here. I expect his fundamentals and his skills to be there. And I think he's going to eat punches better than Leonhardt's going to eat punches. I think it's going to be a good fight, but I definitely favor Ethan in this fight as well.
especially considering which one of these two I would think would have a stronger core. Because neither of them are in the heavyweight category where I'm worried about them knocking each other out.
Yeah.
They can, and it could happen, but they're not so heavy that their punches are devastating, like going to guarantee knock them out. So it does come a lot down to core strength. And who's going to have more core strength? A gymnast or anyone else?
Yeah.
Like that core is going to be locked up, and he's going to be able to protect his ribs. He's going to be able to protect his internal organs. His breathing is going to be more controlled. And I think that counts for a lot in a fight. It's going to count for especially if he's got a reach disadvantage. That means he's going to be trying to go for the body, unless he's like, I don't know, a fight can throw everything off, and there is an instinct just like go for the head. Like, but it does come down to a lot of like, okay, who's got the conditioning, who's going to keep the energy up. I think this fight is going to go into like probably go all the way. I would put money on this fight going all the way. If Ethan can keep his energy up, can keep his speed up, can keep the fight going, can keep his fight going, can get Leonhard on the back foot towards the end of the fight, he's going to win on points, period.
A lot of people don't know that the majority of fights are lost from breathing, from lack of breathing, and breathing control. Because the instant you start losing your breathing control, you lose all power in your muscles. Your muscles get fatigued. You get fatigued. Everything falls to the wayside. And when all of that falls to the wayside, the brain function falls to the wayside. So your strategy and your ability to actually be able to react and defend yourself falls as well.
Yeah, 100%. But it could go either way. Who knows?
Yeah.